It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. On first down, they'll start out with Evans. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Nine yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Evans. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Hand the street! Hand the street! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! 18 Rebels! 18 Rebels! Panther 11! Panther 11!
On 2nd and 9, Willis. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. 3rd down, it's Willis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays as we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's Jackson to return. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Now it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And Willis keeping it himself on the option. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Willis with another keeper. And he is going to lose yardage here. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They go play action with Willis. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, standing just about on his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Jackson. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They snap it to Herbert. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 12. No score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chargers push the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
With it is Jackson. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock. Here, we just got good ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. Out
of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
On fourth down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Play action, Willis. That is caught. It's Williams. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run here with Evans. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Evans again. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Darrington Evans, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run down the field.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll go right back to Evans here on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Willis looking to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the Titans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. From just shy of midfield, Willis got this complete to Racey McMath. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Racey McMath with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Herbert on first down now. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert got a man open. It's Ross. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Justin Ross, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Willis. And a catch right side by Evans. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
I just think that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Up the middle with Eckler. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Hook up of 15 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On first down, Willis. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, it's Willis. He'll flip this out to Evans. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Going on 4th down, here's Willis. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Gonna throw on 3rd down with Herbert. In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Cohen. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold. It's caught at the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tracy McMath with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Evans. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Another try after the 1st down sack. Willis, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On 3rd down, here's Evans. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are,
season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception.
And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Herbert off of play action. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll go right back to Evans. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Evans. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. And they'll run for it with Evans. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Herbert. And this is incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert gets this into the hands of Allen. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and it could have been trouble. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give running left to Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Justin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
They start the drive with Evans. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
Keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here.
Hold it ready. Buffalo 18.
Willis to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Happy Lions. 18 runners.
4th down, Willis. That's caught by McMath. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Ready, set.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
At the Chargers' 25-yard line.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Okay, great.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Willis back to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They've been worked out offensively. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their end.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustment